Hello my crafty people. So today I'm gonna show you how I've made this card. It's basically partially embossed with pure white embossing powder, and the background is done with distress oxides, and I have done few of those in here because I'm gonna be making few cards and I will show you afterwards all of them. So we are starting with our 5, I believe, yep, 5x7 card blank. It's a very simple card, but I thought I'm gonna show you the way you can do it. So if you don't have 5x7 card blank, you just basically need to cut yourself a piece of card of 10x7 and score down the middle on a long side, 10-inch side at 5 inches, and then fold it over, and you're gonna have 5x7 card blank. Okay, so this is 5x7. For these backgrounds I decided to go 4x6, and stamp is gonna fit perfectly in 4x6, as you can see. Yeah, our backgrounds I've done with all different sorts of distress oxides, so I've just been playing around. If you're not sure which colors are going with which, then obviously you can just Google distress oxide ink color combos, and it's gonna give you loads. And this is what I've done, but I did change several colors. So yeah, just have a look, because they all blend together with each other. It doesn't matter what color you're gonna choose. So it's really up to you what you like. Just do what you love, because you have to enjoy it. Okay, so we're gonna start working on let's start working on this one. I'm gonna put this one aside for now, and I'm thinking to use, let's use the sunflower. Oh, I just wanted to say also, when I got the stamps, first thing I've done is I have stamped them all just on white card. This way you can see what you can make with them, if it makes sense. I hope it makes sense. So I just stamped all of them, and then just ideas started to flood. Million miles an hour in my head, spinning around. So that's what I've done. This could be a good idea. And by the way, Julia said this is what you're supposed to do. Well, not you're supposed to do, but it's good to do that. When you get your set of stamps, just stamp them all. And you can look, it can be a little reference for future cards or projects for you. It's good to have them. I stamped them just with black VersaFine Clair, just on a white card. That's all. Okay, so back to our card. For this, oh, another thing I was going to say, that all these backgrounds, you have to make sure that they're completely dry. So what I have done, I've done it last night, and I know they are dry now. It's the next day now. So I leave them overnight to dry. This way I know for sure they're not gonna smudge, and they're completely dry. Okay, so I will show you the way you can check as well if they are dry. But I'm thinking with this background, and I will tell you what they are, because I have a little note in here. Okay, so this one, and then I'm gonna write it down for future reference, is Crackling Campfire, Wild Honey, and Rusty Hinge. And this one we're gonna be using for sunflower. Okay, this is my little reference. Now to stamp it on, you can use, I've been using for my sample acrylic block, Sentimentally Yours A6 acrylic block. I've lost my A5 somewhere. I say I've lost it. I did put it somewhere and I can't find it. I've been on a search for more than 2 weeks now. I just can't find it. But never mind. So for this stamp, A6 acrylic block perfectly. Or if you're not that confident, you can use stamping platform, and we're going to be using stamping platform for this. So let me just take a little piece of paper, copy paper, just a ordinary copy paper for embossing powder, and I'm going to be using the same as on the sample, pure white embossing powder. However, you can use whichever colors you like, whichever color embossing powders you like, anything you like. Okay, you don't have to go exactly the same. Also, I'm just demoing the 5x7 card, and obviously you can make this card as small or as big as you like. Okay, there are no rules. So to make sure that our Distress Oxide is completely dry, you can check it by just putting powder over. So if I sprinkle powder and it doesn't stick, which it doesn't, as you can see, then it's completely dry. Okay, that's a little tip for you. And I've missed the pot. I have missed the pot. That's okay. So, first of all, I'm gonna be positioning this one right in the corner. Before I do that, I definitely need to use anti-static bag. However, if you get little bits where you don't want them from stamping, it doesn't really matter. It all can be a part of design. Okay, I'm all powdery here. So I'm gonna position it right in the corner. This way I can easily reposition it. And then we're gonna take our lovely sunflower stamp. I do really hope you all got your crafty hands on it, on this collection, because it is a fabulous collection, and it's so many things you can do with it. So many things. And I'm just roughly making sure that it's in the middle. Okay, so this is down now. Pick it up. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm not worrying that it's stuck to the stamp, because I can always reposition it back into the corner. Now the trick is, because it's only gonna be partial embossing, and I'm gonna be using Versamark embossing pad. Okay, the trick is here. When you usually put your stamping pad to the stamp, you usually go and use the whole surface of the ink pad. Okay, well, in this case we don't want to use the whole surface of the ink pad, because if you are going to be using the whole surface and going like this, tap, 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 you can imagine what is going on the surface of the stamp. You're gonna have very sharp lines. Maybe this is the look you're going for, and that's completely fine. You do what you love to do, okay? The look I was going for was just random. So for this, what I'm gonna have to do, instead of using the whole surface of the ink pad, embossing pad in this case, I'm gonna try to show you. I'm just gonna be tapping, not with the whole surface against the stamp. I'm gonna angle it, and I'm gonna go tap, tap, tap at an angle. This way, I'm only gonna be getting my embossing ink on certain areas. And this way, you're not gonna have those sharp edges from the pad, okay? I hope I did explain it clearly. So instead of going like this, we position our pad at an angle, and we just do little bits, and then going up and down, okay? So the wood grain is going vertically, and this is how I'm gonna be tapping vertically and at an angle. I hope I made it clear. Okay, so let's have a look. So at an angle, and wood grain is going vertically, so I'm going up and down, okay? So up and down, and I really want the whole sunflower. Again, if you miss something, that's not a big deal. Because you really want only the partial stamp to be visible. Okay, and because obviously we are using a stamping platform, we can always go back. So let's have a look. Now I'm gonna press. And again, as I said, I mean, it depends what background you choose to use. It's really nice. I mean, I'm gonna be using white embossing powder on this one, but it's gonna be really nice to use something like pure silver or pure gold or any other bright colors, anything you like. Okay, so let's have a look. And I don't know if you can see it. I think you can. But this is what we came out with. And I do like that. Okay. So now I'm going to sprinkle it with embossing powder, and I'm going to be using pure white. And this is what we've got. Okay. Gonna put embossing powder back in the pot because I have a feeling I'm gonna knock it over. And now I'm going to heat set it. And this is what we have now. So next step is to put a couple of stamps on the background. And I've used, which I absolutely loved, I have used from Sentimentally Yours magazine box kit, this script stamp. You can use any stamp you love. So I'm gonna take this stamp. I am going to take the largest acrylic block, and I'm going with Versamark embossing pad, and I'm just gonna do it random. I'm just gonna go a little bit on the top, a little bit in the middle, on the bottom, and then I'm gonna do a little bit this side as well. And I think this is gonna be enough. Okay, I hope you can see it. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use another embossing powder that will stand out a little bit. Let's have a look. We can use berry red or white. We can use mandarin burst or lemon zest. So I'm thinking, decisions. I'm thinking definitely yellow, which is lemon zest, and a little bit of orange, I think, mandarin burst. We're gonna stick to those and see what happens. So now I don't want to cover the whole script on the background. I want to leave some with Versamark, just with the Versamark only. So it's even more on the background this way. So I'm gonna use yellow one, which is lemon zest. And I'm only doing a little bit. Here. So I'm gonna be using lemon zest and crackling campfire on top. I'm gonna put it a little bit here. That's enough of lemon zest. I'm gonna put it back in the pot. Then next we're gonna go in with our mandarin burst, and I'm just making sure that I don't have anything left from lemon zest. So mandarin burst, I wanted a little bit in the middle here. Now let's try to shake it off so it doesn't cover the whole lot. Yeah, I like that. And then a little bit in the bottom here. Where else? I think I will leave it at that. So that is just gonna give us a little bit of interest. So mandarin burst back in the pot. And I will show you again what I mean. So we stamped script with embossing ink, and what we've done is we did put some of the lemon zest, we did put some of mandarin burst embossing powders, and we also left some on the background, as you can see. And when it's all gonna dry, it's gonna look really, really nice. So I'm gonna heat set it now. And this is what we've got now. I like that. So now you can decide yourself whether you want just a simple one or whether you want another layer underneath, which I'm gonna do another layer underneath. Then you can decide how big your layer underneath will be. So I know this piece, I have, it measures 6 by 4 inches. So I'm thinking to give it a little frame. I'm thinking 1/8 of an inch all around. So I'm gonna go for 4.5 by 6.5. And I will be using, to pop it, I will be using cool anthracite underneath. And let me just quickly cut it. So we said 4.25 by 6.25. So that's my cool anthracite, which looks very cool, if you ask me. Now you could go for a little bit wider frame, and then you would need, you could go up to, for this layer, you can go up to 4.5 by 6.5. You just play around. That's what I say, play around and see what you like the best. Okay, so this is gonna be our card, and now I am going to glue it all together. So this one is really, really simple to do, to make, and you can batch make it if you like, or if you have lots of friends to the, I don't know, coming to the party or something, garden party with flowers, you know. Just making sure it's all straight, which it's not. A little bit this way, a little bit up. Let me have a look against the white. Okay, 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 I like that. And I will keep it flat. So this one is gonna go with glue again. Yeah, it's amazing how with just 6 stamps, but you have so many ways to use them. It's absolutely amazing. You can go absolutely simple, you can go and add some more frames and flowers and borders, you name it, and make it look a little bit more full. It's so many possibilities with this set of stamps. So I really hope you all got yours. Okay, so this is our card made, and I will show you again what it looks like. So we have lemon zest embossing powder, mandarin burst, and on the background, I hope you can see, we have something which we left without embossing powder, and it's right on the background, right on the background. Okay, and now we need our sentiment stamps. So let's have a look. I'm thinking to use, let's use ticket tape-tastic. Ticket tape-tastic, yeah. And I do really love, what are they? Essentials, occasionals we have, and we have acclamations, and we have relations, and I absolutely love motivationals. So Phill, if you are watching, we need some more motivational stamps, please. You can't go wrong with those. So let's have a look what we're gonna use. With sunflower, let's go with just be fabulous. Yeah, I'm thinking to use just be fabulous. Let's have a look how big it's gonna be. Just be fabulous. I think this is gonna be nice. So for this one, I'm not gonna use, however, I could use acrylic block. I'm not gonna be using it because I want to stamp it like twice, so it's really black. And I'm gonna be using stamping platform for this. This is just an offcut of white card. I'm gonna put it in my stamping platform. Just make sure with these stamps you put them the right way down, because I've done it before. I've done it before and I inked the wrong side. Wow, it happens. It happens. So just be fabulous. I think it's the right way down. Okay, I'm gonna put it up against the corner again. So for this, I'm gonna use VersaFine Clair Nocturne, and this is what I've done. If you are wondering, I've done on all my VersaFine ink pads a little swatch. I will show you a few more. This is how I've done it, and this is one of Sentimentally Yours texture stamps. I'm sure it's from Texture Stamps, this little one. And I just stamped it, wrote down what color it is, and I did stick it with just a sellotape over. And as you can see, it's a sellotape, and this is how I store them. And I can always have a look which color goes with what card. Like, I can always compare. So just a little tip. It's always good to stay organized. That's a key to the successful crafting, I would say. Definitely. So I'm just gonna tap. And let's stamp it. Okay, and I want it to be really black, so I'm going second time, and that's why I'm using my stamping platform instead of acrylic block. Okay, I think twice should be enough. You can also make it and use different color. You can do whatever you like. Okay, put this away, and this is what we ended up with. This is such a beautiful set of stamps. Oh, they all are. They all are. And just to remind you, this is from Ticket Tape-tastic Motivationals. Okay. So I will cut it out using my big scissors, which I got for last Christmas. I'm very grateful for that. I don't know what I was doing before. I got this large pair of scissors. These are absolutely amazing. And I'm trying to get an even border. Is it? It's not. Hell. Never mind. It's all gonna look good. And I think I've gone a little bit thinner on these three sides, so I'm just gonna snip a little bit more, not too much more, and this side as well. You can also sprinkle it over with some clear embossing powder and heat set it. It's gonna look really nice. Then I'm gonna bag this onto cool anthracite. Just gonna use glue for that. And my glue is always staying upside down, so it's always ready to use. And just hold it for a few seconds. Okay, let's have a look if it's straight. It does look straight to me. Okay, and now we're gonna cut this one out. Try to make even border this time. Is it? Yeah. I think so. Okay. And this is our sentiment done. And this is luster card. As you can see, it is fabulous. Fabulous. And our little sentiment is going somewhere. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I don't want it up there. I don't want to cover much of the sunflower, so I'm thinking either here, either here. What do you think? Let's have a look again. I think on this side. And for this I'm using my foam tape. This is 3mm foam tape. I ran out of my 2mm one, so I'm using this one now. I keep saying I need to get some more foam tape. I just have no time to get it. Okay, and this sentiment is going on our card. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue in the back. Okay, that's plenty. And our just fabulous. And I did offset it a little bit so it doesn't look too boring. And here we are, our partial embossing. And I absolutely love this. Can you see it? This stamp, this script stamp. This has to go in a bin. I can't live with that. This script stamp from box kit number 7. Timeless, absolutely timeless. So this is what we've got, and it didn't take us long. And I will show you what have I done with my other backgrounds. Where are they? These are the ones. I will show you in a second what have I done with those. This is what I've made with the rest of my backgrounds, and this is chrysanthemum, and I've used distress oxides here, picked raspberry and wilted violet. Also to emboss I did use Orchid Kiss embossing powder, and all the sentiments stamps here I've used for all these cards are Ticky Tape Tastic Motivationals from this set here. So this is our chrysanthemum, carnations, and distress oxides I've used here are Tattered Rose, Victorian Velvet, and Aged Mahogany. I did emboss with Orchid Kiss again. The next one is our Hibiscus, and I have used for this one following distress oxides, which are Salvaged Patina and Vintage Photo. I embossed this script with Totally Turquoise embossing powder. Next one are our Daisies, and here I've used chipped sapphire, peacock feathers, and carved pumpkin. I did emboss with Blueberry Crush embossing powder, this one. So this one is embossed with Blueberry Crush embossing powder. And our last one, Thistles. And here I've used pumice stone, shabby shutters, and peeled paint for my background. All of these beautiful flowers were embossed with pure white embossing powder. And script I embossed with olive wine. So here we are. All these beautiful cards, easy and quick to make. Thank you for watching. I do really appreciate it. Comment, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Crafting with Ilona. You can find me on Sentimentally Yours Facebook group, Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours. And if you're making anything, please post. We all love to see your makes. Thank you for watching. Bye.